Blah. Okay, we've got Trick or Treats from 1982, directed by a guy named Gary Graver, who was an incredibly seasoned cinematographer. Dude's IMDb credits could stretch the Appalachian Mountains. Actress Carrie Snodgress, who plays the mom in this film, using her house, he took $50,000 and he made this movie in 1982, which is kind of mind-blowing. We talked about the other day on the stream with Bob Rose when discussing Basket Case being made for $32,000. This is another example of micro-budget brilliance in a analog age. You just typically don't see movies with budgets that low being shot on film. Trick or Treats is definitely meant to be cashing in on Halloween. You have a babysitter watching a kid. There's a crazed killer that's coming to stalk them. All the action takes place at the house. The little kid is goofy. He's a magician, so he's playing tricks on his babysitter all night. Meanwhile, his dad, who I guess he doesn't really know, was locked up in a mental institution by his mom, played by Carrie Snodgress, because she wanted to bang David Carradine, who plays this sleazy magician. I guess he's dressed up like a magician too. So is she. It's weird. They're taking an overnight trip on Halloween to some costume party where they have a packed bag and airplane tickets. There are some movies that have a lot of potential, but there's something wrong with the execution, and they are ripe for a really good remake. And I would say Trick or Treats falls into that category. This is a movie that's just aching to be remade with a fresh take. You also get Steve Railsback, the dude who played Ed Gein. He's in it briefly, playing the babysitter's boyfriend. Ironically, Carrie Snodgrass plays Steve Railsback's mother in that Ed Gein movie. I know this film had a low budget, but considering that it was so contained, I feel like they could have done a little bit more to make it feel like it was taking place on Halloween. It's definitely not a movie to watch by yourself. You want to watch this with other people and process and talk about the zany craziness that is happening, much like Frankenhooker, which, again, I discussed with Bob Rose the previous night. It's streaming on Shudder, Tubi. Definitely worth checking out. The film culminates with a bit of a cat and mouse chase, and the little kid, who I guess thinks everything is a joke, ends up killing the babysitter in a shocking twist. This movie, in a weird kind of way, is like the proto-stepfather, the unhinged dad coming home to slice and dice. The way that they dispatch the boy's father is with a trick guillotine, but they take the safety guard out and slice off half of his head. Yeah, I don't know. This one was weird. I don't have too much to say unless I was actually doing a full beat-by-beat breakdown, because there's actually a lot to say, but it's kind of hard to explain. It's something that you just have to watch for yourself and see. So check it out.
Posters and promo cards, there's nothing we can't print for you. From stage backdrops to base drum heads, we can print on shirts, we can print on hats, we can print on pants. Cheap prices and high quality, quick turnaround times and free shipping. We also offer free artwork support, great customer service and so much more. RiotStickers.com, Riot Stickers, we are the bomb. RiotStickers.com, Riot Stickers, we are the bomb. RiotStickers.com, Riot Stickers, we are the bomb. RiotStickers.com, Riot Stickers, we are the bomb.